So if you're wondering who is this woman babbling on, that's popped up on your Facebook feed, my name is Claire Clark. And I've got a series of videos this week where I'm going to be talking to some lovely people who have taken part in the Branded Business Books course. So those of you that don't know me, why would you? I'm not famous. My name is Claire Clark. I help predominantly female business owners get their workbooks, planners, journals, notebooks in print onto the biggest platform in the world, but not just get those planners and notebooks and stationery, business stationery out there, but have them set up so they work as an income generating tool, as a business growth tool, as a lead magnet, as a cog within your business. And I do this. I can do this for you as a done for you service, but I also run a course. The course is now open and people are signing up, and this week we are talking to some of the people who have done the course to find out who they are, what they do, why they did the course, and you know, what they think about it. Because obviously I'm going to say the course is amazing because I think it is. It's my course, but I think it's really interesting to hear from the people that have done it. So today we've got Vanessa Dooley. Vanessa Dooley, please do introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Vanessa Dooley, as you've just said. I am a early years consultant, probably someone that you think, why on earth would she want to do any book or planner or anything? And yeah, that's what I do. That's my main thing. Used to be an inspector for Ofsted. And again, you might think, why would she want to do this? So yeah, and now I go out and do quality improvement audits on settings. So yeah, that's who I am.
Brilliant. So that's who you are and what you do. So given who you are and what you do, what was it about the course that made you join? Why did you think, oh, I'll just go and join a course to...
Okay. All right. So I like to think I'm a little bit arty-farty, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I like to think that and throughout the whole last year, I learned new skills that you didn't, because I wasn't able to go out. And then your course popped up and I was thinking, like with most people, you think, well, okay, if I can't go out, I need to get money in.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it that you can do that would, help with your revenue, help with your income coming in? Now, the thing that where I use the books now is not from my original, because my original was, okay, I want to create something that early years settings, nurseries, preschools, childminders can use to document, because we need to document what it is, how we plan for children for their learning and development. That was my goal. That was my original goal, and that was the first one. And then during all of that time, I was thinking, do you know what, I could use these and make more. And that's when I started subscription boxes. So we now have 11.
You see up there?
I know. We now have 11 books that we use as part of our subscription box, and we're just month. I don't know if you can see this.
We can't quite see them because it's just cut off at the lamp.
See all those boxes?
Wow. That is amazing.
So we have literally about 95 people sign up for those. So we put a new one in every month. So they're the first ones that gets them. Yeah.
Brilliant. So what appealed to you? I suppose that is what appealed to, isn't it? What appealed to you about it? Was it just that it was the kind of let's look at how we can, it's not really pivot, is it? Because it's the same business, but how you can bring other things in.
Yeah, it's just a different income stream. You know what it's like. You still got to carry on doing what you do. You can't just go, well, I'm giving up just because of that word, COVID. You just got to
yeah.
And actually, the whole team have learned new skills. We love Canva in the first place, but the good thing, like with the planners and things, you've only got to do 1 month and then they duplicate, and it's like, how easy is that?
Yeah. So what would you say? So would you say it's worth it? Did it work out how you wanted it to?
Okay.
What has it done for your business?
Okay. Totally amazing for my business. I don't shout about this very often, but yeah. So let me give an example. So this weekend we had a festival. 200 delegates came. Everyone got a goodie box with a book in the goodie box. But we sold the others, and we made £1,000 on that day.
Wow. which if you didn't have the books, you would have still have done the conference, but you wouldn't have had that. And that, yeah,
No.
brilliant. So I'm guessing that helps towards the cost of at this conference. Were you working with people who are going to be potential clients?
Yep, totally.
So running an event to connect with potential clients, being able to have that £1,000 income during that event means that your potential clients, you know, it just makes sense. It just makes money sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's interesting because we have this group, the festival pop-up group, and literally everyone's putting their books on it going, which book did you get? Oh my God, I wish I got that book. And that, it was just like, I never thought that would happen, never. And seeing them on the shelves and being used is amazing. It's just like, oh my God.
Brilliant. And I've got yours here. Of course, this is the first one that you did, isn't it? The activity planner.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the one that launched today.
Oh, yes. Yes, it did.
Yes. And what happened to it today?
Apparently it was in the bestseller. So I'm a little bit like, really?
What is? Apparently it is. So it's launched today and it's an Amazon bestseller. And so it should be, because it is a brilliant book. It's a beautiful book, but it is a brilliant book with what it is as well. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
So, and also what it is, it just gives you something. I'm really, really into branding and making sure that everything is consistent, and you and I have had these conversations, and I, you know, I'm like, no, that's the wrong purple, no, I don't want that. Yeah, this is what I want. But and people recognize it now. They all look the same,
and they look amazing. I need to get a copy of each one of those. I was going to wait till you get back from your conference and say, can you just box me some up and send me them over?
Yeah.
So there could be people watching this that are thinking, oh, what's this course? Well, it is, I'll put some information on what the course is. But if there's people who've already found out some information about the course and they're umming and ahhing and they're thinking, should I do it? Should I not do it? What would you say to them about?
And you haven't paid me for this, but I literally rave about this course.
She does. I should pay her the amount of time.
You haven't paid me. I do rave about it. It's the best thing I ever did. The best thing. I've learned so much, and I still go back now and go and, oh, I can't remember how to do that, especially if I've not done one in a while, because I know I need to do it.
Time.
Yeah. And I've got another idea for another one, and I'm like, oh gosh, what is it I need to do? I need to go back and watch that video again. But yeah, it's the best thing. And you know, you're probably, some of you are watching this, and it's really when they're going to, Claire's paid her or Claire's told her. No, I haven't. I'll be really honest with you. I really do love this course.
Oh, and it's so much fun, isn't it? The thing I like about this course is, and other people say this as well, it's lots of fun, but sometimes you might think that something in business, if it's fun, then it's not worth it, or it's not serious, or it's not a proper investment. But it absolutely is, and it's so good for business. Yeah,
therapeutic.
Yeah,
it's really weird. Yeah.
So I'm going to pop a link in for the course, and then I'm going to get a link for your book so they can go and see what your book looks like on the internet. Let's see. Have we got anybody got any questions that they want to ask while Vanessa's here? Anything you want to ask? They're saying, isn't it, from the horse's mouth, so to speak. You can have a look as well if you see anything, Vanessa. Feel free to answer anything that you find. People just trying to find us.
Are they? They're all from different sectors. All these people on here, they all from different businesses. Because I think the thing is, as well, is I'm not sure anybody would think that as an early years consultant that you could create a book. You know, that was my thing. I was thinking, how can I use? You got to think outside the box. So it's like do you see what I mean? I'm not a coach. You know, I'm not, you know, my skill is going out doing audits in early year settings. And I actually did one of them. I did an operational checklist one. So it's almost, you know, you got to think outside the box to get that, to think, what is it that you can do? And it just adds a different income to know that every month there is something coming in from Amazon is just amazing. So
if you take somebody from point A to point B within your business, whether you are you know, you don't have to be a coach for this. Like Vanessa says, if you chase them from point A to point B, we know that if you can help somebody go from point A to point B, whether you can hold their hand, you can be with them, you can be in their inbox, there, whatever, however that looks, you know you're going to get from point A to point B, and they're going to have a better result. However, we can't always be in the inbox. We can't always physically hold their hand. But as business owners, we want them to go through that journey and have the best journey possible and have the most success on that journey as possible. So by creating something like a workbook or a planner where you can put those stepping stones, those elements in there that they need to do, it's like you're virtually, through the books of the pages, you're holding their hands, you're guiding them so they can go from point A to point B. And have that better journey, whether you're an early years consultant, whether you're an accountant, whether you're a therapist, whether you help other businesses, whatever that is. Donna, are the profit margins good? And sorry, I don't know you, so can you tell me what your books are about? So how it works is books are loaded onto a digital platform, and they're not printed until someone comes along and buys that book. So what it means is there's no initial outlay, there's no print cost, and then the profits are 60% of whatever you decide to sell it for, with the cost taken off, with the printing taken off. So I believe that they are very good profit margins because you've got no postage, you've got no packaging to pay for, and you don't need to do a trip to the post office. So the profit on each book depends on how many pages are in the book, and that will differ for everybody.
Yeah, I always keep the books the same size because then I remember the size of the book that I have to do, because otherwise it gets a little bit fractious and I go, oh, I've got a page too much, and then my binder doesn't tally up, but that's fine. But all of the things, the products that we do, I've literally just broken them down and created books for them. So whatever we have, so we have a manual, like an Are You Ready for Your Inspection manual. And what I did was, we'll break that down and created all those books for it. So basically, you know, sometimes, you know, you've got to think different strokes for different folks, because you've got to go, well, actually, some people like it to be visual, some people like it to be auditory, some people like it to do stuff, so, you know, write it down. So that's how we did it. Okay.
So you already had the content already then?
Well, I'd written the book, didn't I? I had the book anyway. That was what I do. When I go out and inspect, that's what I do. So
you already had the content within you. It's not like you are trying to make up, you're not trying to make something up. Like sometimes, you're not making something extra in your business. You're taking the information that's already inside of you, and you're just putting it in a different format that's accessible for people in a different way.
And it's amazing because people have bought the manual and gone, I'm going to buy the books now as well. And I'm like, well, it's sort of the same thing. They're like, no, I need both of them.
Yeah, it's not the same thing though, because then you got the one you can fill in and one you read. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find, we've got quite a few questions in here that are all answered in the group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the link to their free mini group, and you can go in there because there's lots and lots more detail. I don't want to keep Vanessa on all morning, and I'm in that group as well. So I'll find you that link, and for those of you that are totally new to all of this, you can pop off in here and join that group, and you'll find lots and lots in there. So one last question before we go. Let's reply to Heather Tingle's question where she said, how soon after the course did you get your first book onto Amazon, please? They look fab.
Okay. I think
you didn't even finish the course, had you? You didn't before you even finished.
I thought Claire's going to kill me. I think I probably was one of the first ones to get it. I just wanted it done. I probably went a little bit ahead, and you went, whoa, don't jump forward. I remember that thinking, no, she doesn't understand. I want to do it now. I want
and I was like, you can't ask me questions about next week's module because we haven't done next week's module yet.
So
those people like Vanessa who are action takers, who turn up to the sessions, they turn up, they ask the questions, they go away, they action what they learn in the session, and they come back to the next one. Those are the people who actually publish their book before the end of the course is even finished. And so how many have you got now?
Well, I think I've got 11.
I was going to say 11 or 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I think I've got a few missing, and I don't know what they are. Oh, 9, 10. Yeah.
And this little one.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I love it. So one thing Donna did say, is it completely passive or just semi-passive? It's completely passive, isn't it? I've done it. That's it. I don't have to do anything.
Well, there's different opinions on what is passive and semi-passive. So You don't need to do anything for it. You still need to tell everybody now and then where to go to get it and remind them it's there, but that's all you need to do. Once it's designed, you never have to touch the design again. You never have to touch anything on Amazon. It is there. It's on there, you know, and it's available worldwide. You just have to remind people it's there. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like everything. You still got to put that marketing in. You've got to put the effort in, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant. Right. Thank you so much, Vanessa.
No worries.
If anyone wants to join the group to find out more, then the little group's there. The doors are open to the course. And and we've got more people this week. So come and listen to some other totally different businesses on why they've created books, what kind of books they've made, and the experience that they had on the group. All right. Thank you very much. Bye. I don't know how to end this. I'm saying bye, but I don't even know how to end it. Bye.
Oh, God.